Alright, welcome back to another video. As I promised, I was going to actually play this game. Someone in the comment section requested that I do play this, so I'll come check it out. Anyway, this is called Sayori Says No to Suicide. Interesting title, yes. Let's get right into it. Hi everybody, it's me, Sayori. And today I want to talk about an issue that's very important to me. Sayori, who are you talking to? I'm the only one here. I'm talking to all our viewers at home, silly. You know, the people playing this mod. Oh, we're breaking the fourth wall now. Come on, Garen, work with me here. Just pretend we're streaming a YouTube video or something. Well, okay. I guess I can play that role. And you can be my cameraman. Except you are the cameraman. Okay, whatever. Hi everybody. I awkwardly wave at myself. This feels weird. It's not weird unless you make it weird. Fine, but what are we doing here? Is this like a public service announcement or something? Yeah, but call it a PSA. I want to sound more official. Is that why you're wearing your school uniform in your bedroom? Yeah, that's... And because I can only do my special pose while in my uniform. The game has no art for this pose in my casual outfit. Seems like a silly reason to me. Maybe so, but I look so cute when I pout like this, see? This mod is too what's the word for that? Oh well. Anyway, I'll get this thing started now. Today we're going to be talking about suicide. I wonder if I have to age restrict this video. Yay! That doesn't sound like something to be happy about. Sorry, I've just never done this before. I guess I'm a little excited. Ahem. As you all know, the story of Dokuro Literature Club deals with depression and suicide. And about halfway through the game, I kind of kill myself. Sayori, spoilers! They've obviously already played the game, Garen. Who would play a mod for a game before they play the game it's based on? Sheesh. Anyway, that's part of the story. Is really sad. And I guess it's one of the reasons people make mods for it, because people want to save me. Thank you for that. It's super sweet of you. I'd give you all a big hug if I could. If I wasn't stuck here in this game mod. Ugh, don't remind me. Oh, sorry, Monica. Where did that voice come from? That was Monica. She's my stage manager. This is an important issue for her too. Yeah, I still feel bad about what I did to you, Sayori. I like how it doesn't even spell Monica there. I hope this helps make up for it. I told you it's okay, Monica. I forgive you. In fact, it's better this way because it gives us the chance to help others. Because there's an important lesson to take away from playing the game. And that's how to handle if you meet someone who is suicidal. And that's how to handle it if you meet someone who is suicidal in real life. I mean, it's great that you want to save me. It's flattering, really. Even if I don't really deserve it. Hey, come on. You totally deserve it. Aw, thanks. Even if you're kind of a dummy. Eh? Meanie? Sorry, sticks your tongue out at me. Did they have animations for that? Or animations. Pictures for that? I didn't realize that. I'm pretty sure there's one for Monica too that was never used. That was like more like... Whatever. I think. I don't know if that's true though. If you know what I'm getting at. That one where she looks a little too into something. If you know what I mean. Anyway. I'm hoping that you can all learn to deal with this kind of situation better. Because let's face it, the way Garen handled it was, maybe not the world's greatest way to handle it? Are you saying I sucked at it? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Anyway, Garen means well and he was doing his best to be supportive in the only way he knows how, so I can forgive him for his mistakes. But I'm hoping we can all learn from that experience and do better. Hey, I thought I did pretty good. Garen, I want to be nice here. Remember after I told you that I've had depression my whole life? The first words out of your mouth were to tell me that I had to betray our friendship by not telling you sooner. No offense, but that was kind of a crummy thing to say. Like, I just told you I feel bad and your first reaction was to try to make me feel worse? She has a point. Well, I don't know. It came out wrong. I didn't mean it that way. I just felt bad that I didn't know sooner. I know. Like I said, I know you mean well. But I had just finished telling you how worthless I feel and how hard it is to even get out of bed in the morning. It would have been nice if you hadn't immediately started talking about your own feelings. Okay, fine, but what about the other stuff I said? I said I would support you. I said that I would do everything I could so you wouldn't feel any more pain. It's gotta count for something, right? Support is great. Support is awesome. But as for the rest of it, well, that's not really how depression works. It's not something you could just cure. It's not something you can expect to go away. It's something that the depressed person has to manage day by day, finding ways to not let it affect them too much. And just like anyone else, they have good days and bad days. Only the bad days are kind of an extra bad. There are definitely things you can do to help, but you can't make yourself responsible for how the depressed person feels. You'll just burn yourself out. It might make you feel good or even heroic to say you'll make their pain go away forever, but it's just not realistic. Well, how was I supposed to know that? You're lucky you're so cute. What was that? Nothing. It's okay that you don't know Mogaren, but that's kind of extra reason to get me professional help. I mean, you said yourself that you didn't understand what I was feeling, so it was actually kind of dangerous for you to tell me that you knew what was best for me when you really had no clue. Don't make me depend on you to do the right thing if you have no idea what the right thing is. It might have made you feel good to say that, but you really should have sent me to someone who knows better. Oh. When you put it that way, I guess you're right. Well, I feel like crap now. I'm sorry. No. I don't mean it to make you feel bad. It just means you have the chance to learn something new, and that's a good thing. Because learning is fun. Yay! Okay, great. Well, maybe you can help me understand something then. I mean, you said you were depressed. I thought that just meant you were sad. How was I supposed to know it was that serious? Aha! I'm glad you asked that, Mogaren. The answer to that there was a very important question you forgot to ask. What's that? Are you thinking of killing yourself? Huh? Seriously? Yep. I'm just supposed to come out and say that? That's right. I don't know. I think it would have felt weird to ask you that. Well, tough. Go ahead and feel weird. It's the first step in maybe saving someone's life. So, like, I'm just supposed to walk up to you and say, "Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Oh, by the way, are you thinking of killing yourself?" Well, maybe not like that, but I'm sure you could have found a way to work it into the conversation. Like back when I was telling you about my depression. I was saying some pretty harsh things about myself. Like how worthless I am and how I felt the world was punishing me. I even said it felt like a spear was going through my heart. I thought you were exaggerating. Well, it's true that I could have been exaggerating. I know I do that a lot. But I also talk about how hard it is to do really basic things like get out of bed, make friends, or even eat. Now, come on, I love eating. You know that. These are all pretty strong clues that I could have been suicidal. So any time during the conversation would have been a good time to ask. Well, geez, when you put it like that, I guess the signs were pretty obvious. It's really okay, Mogaren. I don't mean to give you a hard time. But I will. Ah, where'd you come from? Hi, Natsuki. Thanks for joining us. Good to be here. Step aside for a second. Oh boy, now Natsuki's gonna give us the trouble. Listen here, dumbass. She said she likes you so much she wants to die. Like she actually literally said the words, "I want to die," and you still didn't get it. How freaking dense can you get? Okay, I get it. I screwed up. I'm sorry. You're lucky. I am? Well, sort of. I mean, shut up. I said what I came to say, so I'm gonna go now. Natsuki rushes out of the room, blushing furiously. Okay, see you later, Natsuki. Why is she here anyway? Is she part of the PSA? She's been in my kitchen. She said she wanted to make cupcakes for afterwards. You mean you wanted her to make cupcakes? Can't it be both? Let's just get back to the presentation. Alright then. So I should have asked if you were thinking of killing yourself? What if I said no? Wouldn't that make things awkward? Well, I could see how that might be a bit embarrassing. But at least you would know the answer and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. It's still worth it to ask because I might have also said yes. And then you would have been able to really help me. You see, there are two kinds of suicidal people in the world. Someone who talks about it as kind of a cry for help, and someone who never says anything and then just do it. It's really easy for the first kind to turn into the second if they don't get help. When I told you about my depression, that was my cry for help. And, well, we all know what happens to me when I didn't get it. These conversations make me feel more and more guilty. I'm really sorry about that, Sayori. Would it be okay if, would it be a bad time to offer you a hug? It's never a bad time for hugs. Sayori steps forward into my arms. We stand like that, hold each other for a moment. It's almost as if I can feel forgiveness flowing from her, washing away the guilt that I feel. Your hugs are so warm. Guys, more PSA, less PDA, please. Alright. Sayori pulls away from me, looking a little flustered. Okay, so where were we? You were talking about the cry for help? Oh yeah. The important thing to remember is that, believe it or not, a lot of people who are suicidal don't really want to kill themselves. They might feel so bad that they want to die, but they are still searching for reasons to keep going and looking for ways to feel better. But depression can really mess with their heads and stop them from thinking clearly. So having someone to help them get through the bad days can be a really good thing. There are a lot of different ideas out there on what's the best approach when talking to a suicidal person. But they all agree that the best thing is to figure out how likely the person is to actually do it. So today we're going to talk about the 7 questions of suicide protocol that the author of this mod learned in college. Who's that? Tormus. I didn't actually remember your name there, so hey, thanks for the suggestion, bud. Are you sure we can trust this guy? Give him a break, Mulgaren. He's just writing what he knows. He's doing the best he can, just like anyone else. That's all we can ask of anybody, really. Anyway, for the next part, I'm bringing in my assistant Yuri to talk about suicide protocol. Oh, is it my turn to come in now? Yeah, come in and stand. Come stand over here. Very well. Hello everyone. Am I supposed to look at Mulgaren while I'm talking? Yeah, that's right. Just pretend he's a camera. Okay, I just don't want to seem rude or anything. It's good to see you again, Mulgaren. I hope this isn't awkward for you having us stare at you like this. It's alright. This is probably a little awkward for all of us. Thank you for your understanding. I just don't want to seem creepy or anything like that. After all, I'm not staring at you because I think you're cute. Which isn't to say you're not cute. I don't mean to insult you either. I mean, so I have to start like this. You are cute, but that's not the reason I'm looking at you. What I mean to say is I'm only looking at you for pragmatic reasons. For the PSA, that's all. Oh dear, I'm making it worse. It's okay, Yuri. Really. Just remember what we talked about. Just keep talking. Just keep taking deep breaths and focus on what you came here to say, and you'll be alright. Okay, right. Keep breathing. Well, as Sayori said, I'll be sharing the 7 questions of suicide protocol. Of course, Sayori already shared the first and most important question. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Without asking that, the rest of this discussion is moot, so making sure to ask it first. Can we get it up on screen? Suicide protocol questions. Thanks, Monica. No problem. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, that was pretty neat. Oh, I've got an idea. For the next one, see See if you can time it so it appears that when I raise my half hand. What? Okay, hang on. For the next one, see if you can time it so it appears when I raise my hand. I guess that's right. Moving on, the next question to ask is, have you tried to kill yourself before? Oh, this is important information because if they've tried it once, they might try again. Next is, do you have a plan for killing yourself? It's one thing to just have passing thoughts about suicide. But if they have a plan for it, it's a lot more worrying. Next, the one goes a little with question 3. Do you have a means of killing yourself? If they have a way of committing suicide readily available to them, it makes it more likely that they'll go through with it. See if you can keep them away from it if you can. It's not healthy to have that kind of temptation around. Next, is there someone you can turn to for help? This can be a friend, family member, a favorite teacher, mentor, or whomever. Just someone they'll feel comfortable with that can help them stop from killing themselves. Yeah, social support is so important for depressed people. I know very well that there's nothing worse than being alone with my thoughts. Letting the bad thoughts go around and round in my head just gives them a chance to make themselves worse. Indeed, having someone around with that the depressed person trusts and that they have positive experiences with can really lift their mood. Next question is, would you consider seeking medical help? The Monica pose. There are a lot of possible causes for depression. Sometimes it's triggered by a tragic event in a person's life, like a death in a family, or maybe just difficult life circumstances. But a lot of the time it's simply chemical imbalances in the brain. And in that case, there are a lot of medications to choose from that can help with that. So it could be a big help to talk to the doctor about what their options are. Just as a little fact here that I learned recently is, if you ever do have those suicidal thoughts or you're feeling depressed, literally half the time, it's either vitamin C or vitamin D deficiency. And in that case, you literally just go to the store, like go to like a pharmaceutical place, literally just grab I can't remember if it's C or D, I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, just pick up one of those, take it, and then I'm not going to guarantee that you'll be fine after that, but a lot of the times it's literally just vitamin C or /D deficiency. So that's just something I read up recently that's actually like insane. Help to the doctor about their options are. Even if they decide not to take medication, any doctor will be able to recommend a therapist or a counselor to talk to whom might be able to help them in other ways. They can also just walk into any hospital or emergency room. If they tell someone working there that they're thinking of killing themselves, the hospital staff will take it seriously and get them some help. And finally, the last question. Would you like me to call someone for you? She did not dab. Okay. Who you call depends a lot on the situation, also on the answer to the other questions. Sometimes someone who is in a crisis might not feel up to calling for help, and they might need you for that. Whether that's calling a friend, calling their doctor, or calling an ambulance. I think I'm done now. That's great, Yuri. Thanks for your help. Alright, thank you for your time, everyone. Have a good day. So that's it. Those are the 7 questions. Seems like a lot to remember. Not really. The only important thing to remember here is you're trying to figure out how likely they are to kill themselves. It doesn't matter if you don't do the question out of order or even if you don't ask them at all. Your goal is to make sure they're safe. Again, that's these here that we just discussed. Like someone who has a plan and a means is more likely to do it than someone who just had the idea but didn't think it through any further. And someone who doesn't have anyone to turn to for help would also be really worrying. In that case, I would say not to leave them alone if possible and to try to get them to see a doctor. And of course, question 1 should always go first. If you don't ask that, it doesn't make sense to ask any of the others. Phew, this is some pretty heavy stuff. Well, like you said, it's important. Yeah, but I don't want to get it too heavy, so I'm gonna tell a joke. It's kind of a dirty joke. Is it appropriate for YouTube? I would hope so. If it's not, I'm gonna have to edit it out. Fuck. Oh well, let's just see. Sire, really? A dirty joke from you? Uh-huh. Here goes. Ahem. A white pony jumped into the mud puddle. It got dirty. Oh, I get it. Good one, Sayori. I knew you'd like it. Okay, so now that we've talked about how to deal with the crisis, maybe we can move on to stuff that's a little lighter, like dealing with day-to-day issues of depression. As I said before, for someone who's depressed, the worst thing is being alone and with their thoughts. Sometimes the best thing you can do for them is to distract them from the bad feelings until they pass. You don't even have to talk about their feelings or anything like that. Just spend time together, have a nice conversation, play some games. Even doing some household chores together can do it the trick. Anything to keep their mind occupied so it doesn't spiral out of control into bad feelings. And if they're not in the mood to spend time together, there are other things you can suggest to them. Like exercise, or going for a walk, or reading a good book. Suddenly I hear rapid footsteps coming up the stairs. Did someone say book? Is Yuri like a dog in this mod? And here's Yuri again with book suggestions. Hello again. The first book I'd like to recommend. Oh wait. Do we have to worry about copyright issues or anything like that? I think as long as you credit the authors, you're alright. Very well. Since we're talking about mental health, I'd like to share my favorite book on cognitive behavioral therapy, Feeling Good by David Burns. Oh. As I already touched on earlier, depression causes a feedback loop in the brain where negative thoughts and feelings feed each other. This book teaches you techniques that help you break that cycle. You hear my rapid footsteps coming up the stairs. Hold on, you're not going on about David Burns crap again, are you? That's okay. Dr. Burns is a respectable expert in his field. His work is certainly not crap. Yeah, whatever. I've heard that before. Still puts me to sleep before I can even finish chapter 1. Well, maybe it will appeal to people who have longer attention spans than you. You watch. Damn, that was harsh. What were you going to suggest? Parfait Girls? Well, if you know, I have a serious book to suggest. It's called The Mindful Way Through Depression. And it's got everything that Yuri's book has, but it's way more interesting. And it comes with a CD and meditation tracks and stuff. Okay, but who's the author? It's by a bunch of people. I forget. Never mind, I'll do a search. Mindful Way Through Depression. Here it is. It's by Mark Williams, John Teasdale, Zadell Segal, and John Kabat-Zinn. I can guarantee you I butchered all those last names. Yeah, that sounds right. It is right. I know because that's the book I recommended to you, Natsuki. You don't have to go bragging about that to everybody. And you don't have to pretend you came up with it on your own. I only suggested it to you because you said that Feeling Good was too hard to read. I didn't say it was too hard, you big jerk. I said it was too boring. Burns should have called it Feeling Bored. Ha! I don't like fighting, guys. Natsuki, we're trying to have a serious discussion about mental health. I wish you would show some maturity. And I wish you would stop being so stuck up. We already know what I'm gonna do to that, eh? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have fun editing this one. Oh, look, I'm Yuri, blah blah blah. I'm so smart and beautiful and better than everyone else, blah blah blah. You think I'm beautiful? Okay, that's enough out of you two. Take your argument downstairs. Yeah, okay. We'll go. Sorry about that, everyone. I've kind of lost my train of thought now. Oh, I know. Maybe this is a good time for a quiz. A test to see how well you would do in a real-life crisis situation. Take a look at the suicide protocol list up there. Yes, I'd look at it. The heck was that? Are those two still fighting downstairs? I'll check on them. Oh, well, the important thing is they're not fighting anymore. They seem to have resolved their differences. Ah, that's good news. I'm glad to hear they're getting along. You could say that. Anyways, the quiz ready, Monica? Just a second. Okay, I'm taking down the list now. No cheating. Okay. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Have you tried to kill yourself before? Do you have a plan? Do you have a means? Is there someone you can turn to for help? Would you consider seeking medical attention? Would you like to call someone for you? Would you like me to call someone for you? Okay. Alright, okay, let's roleplay this. I'll pretend to be a suicidal person, you try to help me. Do I have to say it? No, I'm not going to. I'm worthless and my life has no meaning and stuff. Okay, McCarran, what's the first thing you want to ask? Boom. Have you tried to kill yourself before? Sorry, McCarran, but it's too early for that question. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, my bad. Have you tried to kill yourself before? There you go. I read the wrong one. God damn. What? What? The question you ask when you're not sure yet if the person is feeling suicidal. Try again. So what, it's this one? I know it's not that one. Do you have a plan for killing yourself? It's the first one? I'd like to inform you that I may be an idiot. I don't want to sound mean, but I thought you had gotten it by now. Yeah, it's not my fault. The player is choosing for me. Oh, right. That's fine. Take your time. I know you'll get it. Is this the first one? Would you consider seeking medical help? Player is funny. I think they're getting wrong answers on... Which one didn't I choose? Yeah, probably a completionist. Try to find all the extra dialogue. I don't want to be stuck on this question forever, though. So let's see if we can get it right this time. I clicked this one, didn't I? What? Have you tried to kill yourself before? What? Hang on. I'm doing wrong. It could also be trolling us. Either way, I'm running out of patience with this. What the hell am I choosing wrong? Oh, I don't know, man. I already chose all of them, didn't I was pretty certain it was this one. After the second one, anyway. Have you tried to kill yourself before? I'm starting to wonder what I ever saw in you. I'm kidding. Well, What is the first... Hang on. What the fuck? I'm so confused now. I already chose all of them. I don't know what else I can do. Oh, we're hitting the 30-minute mark here, so I'm gonna finish up the video, I guess. Oh my. Social media is down in the description below. Go check me out there. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. What do I do? Oh my god.